50 years ago, this land was a different world. It was a vast, unbroken sea of green. Sunlight dappled through the canopy, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow. The air hummed with the calls of unseen birds and the rustle of life in the undergrowth. This was a kingdom teeming with existence. Here, in the heart of the sprawling jungle, an unlikely bond was forged. It was a friendship between two of the forest's most remarkable inhabitants. A young tiger, full of vibrant strength, and a clever little fox whose wit was as sharp as his teeth. They were a strange yet wonderful pair. Their days were painted with the simple joys of youth. The tiger, with his coat of fire and night, possessed a playful spirit that belied his formidable size. He would chase butterflies through sunlit clearings, his powerful paws surprisingly gentle. The fox, small and nimble, would lead him on merry chases, dodging through tangled roots and over fallen logs. They spoke a language of their own, a silent understanding that flowed between them. They shared their meals, the tiger's successful hunt providing for them both. The fox, in turn, would use his keen senses to find the coolest, clearest streams for them to drink from on hot afternoons. They would rest together in the cool shade of a banyan tree, the tiger's deep, rumbling purr a comforting sound for the dozing fox. They explored every corner of their domain, whispering bamboo groves, rocky outcrops that offered views across the endless green. The fox would share stories, his quick mind inventing tales of the moon and stars, and the tiger would listen with a quiet, patient focus. Their bond was a testament to the fact that friendship can blossom in the most unexpected of places, a small, warm light in the vast wilderness. The forest provided everything they needed. It was their home, their playground, and their larder. Their world was perfect and complete. But the outside world does not remain outside forever. Smoke, metal, something alien and threatening. Men had come, heavy-footed through the undergrowth, their voices cut through the jungle, not here to admire or live in harmony. Long, dark objects, a magnificent prize, a creature of stripes and power. They had come for the tiger. The fox, sharp-eared, cautious, sensed danger first. Hidden in the bush, he watched, his heart pounded. He saw them lay a trap, heavy wood, iron bars, bait, a piece of meat. He heard words, capture, profit, take the tiger far away. Cold fear gripped the fox. This was not passing. This was an invasion, a plan to steal his friend. He raced through the forest, paws barely touching the ground. Panic drove him. He had to warn the tiger. The tiger slept in a patch of sunlight, unaware. The fox's frantic chattering roused him. It was hard to explain. The young tiger, confident, could not grasp a threat he couldn't fight. He had never known a cage. He had never known the cruelty of men. To him, they were loud and clumsy creatures. But the fox kept pushing, terror in his eyes, desperate barks. The fox's mind raced, searching for a solution. A direct confrontation was impossible. The men had strange, loud sticks that spat fire. The only hope was to outsmart them. The plan was simple, yet fraught with peril. The fox would act as a decoy. He would create a disturbance on the far side of the clearing, draw the hunter's attention away from the tiger's escape path. It was a tremendous risk. The fox was small, the men unpredictable. As dusk settled, orange-purple, the fox put his plan into motion. He took a deep breath. He looked at his friend one last time. He burst from the undergrowth. He yelped. He howled, louder than his size should allow. He darted back and forth at the hunter's camp, a flash of red fur. The men, startled by the fire, shouted in annoyance. They saw the fox a mere pest. One hunter gave chase, crashing through the bushes. This was the moment. The tiger, hidden in shadow, saw his chance. With hunters distracted, a path open. He had to move into the deep jungle. But he hesitated, his eyes locked on his small friend, risking everything. The thought of leaving him behind was agonizing. He saw the hunter closing in on the fox. For a heartbeat, the tiger froze, torn. Then the world changed. A hunter who'd stayed behind spotted the tiger. A shout of alarm echoed, a loud bang, a flash of fire. Pain tore through the tiger's shoulder. He roared and stumbled. The window for escape slammed shut. The men converged, nets flying. The fox watched in horror as his friend was subdued. Today is September 6th, 2025. 50 years have passed. The great forest is gone. In its place stands a landscape scarred by human progress. Stumps of ancient trees rot in the ground like forgotten tombstones. The air is thick with dust, and the only birdsong comes from sparrows perched on wires. The rich, dark earth has been turned to pale, cracked dirt. Where a kingdom of green once stood, there is now only a wasteland, a silent testament to what has been lost. The vibrant life, the secret clearings, the cool streams, they exist now only in memory. A profound and heavy silence has fallen over the land. In a small, dusty enclosure many miles away, an old tiger lies on a concrete floor. His coat is faded, the brilliant fire of his youth now just a pale ember. A long, jagged scar marks his shoulder, an ache that has never truly left him. His eyes, once bright with playful energy, are now clouded with age and a deep, enduring sadness. He is a king without a kingdom, a magnificent creature reduced to a mere spectacle. And the fox? He survived. He lived a long life at the edge of the encroaching human world, a lonely scavenger in a land that was no longer his. He often finds himself staring into the distance, his old eyes searching for something that is no longer there. He is not with his friend. The day the cage door closed was the last time they ever saw each other. In the quiet moments, one in his cage and one in the barren fields, they both remember the green forest and the simple, perfect joy of a friendship that time and mankind tore apart.